Daddy, would you like some sausages? Daddy, would you like some sausages, please?
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Bonfire Debates. I'm your host, Anthony Kuzak, and to my left is my beautiful wife, Sian. To her left is the Irishman, Paddy Wade.
Who's now Kevin?
Kyle.
Kyle.
Wade, Kyle, Paddy. The most Kyle of all the Kyles. Above us is Dalen Maestri. And to his left is Baron Stradle, the lagoon creature.
No, you fuck that.
Lagoon monster.
The Elder Scroll.
Water.
Well, the way he types on WhatsApp, it's like Elder Scrolling. As in elderly people.
And he's afraid of puppies. I can make myself laugh sometimes.
Forsooth, the streameth begin, and may my tomorrow sleep.
No, wait, you're giving me too much stuff to use. One at a time, Wade.
Welcome. You're fucking welcome.
Keep it for next time.
I'm sorry for being a productive member.
All right, so Bar, do you have a topic for us tonight?
No.
Fucking talk. Dalen, do you have a topic?
I have no time. I have no.
Wait, do you have a topic?
Let's wing it.
I do kind of. Yeah, we
Yes.
can wing it. But how much flavor is too much flavor? Like, how brave are you in terms of what you would put on your food to make it taste good?
I put everything in my food.
I've
but there
tasted pretty bad things.
Wait.
Okay, but what would you
What
do to make it
exactly
better?
do you mean?
Yeah.
Let's start with that.
Okay, so the universal debate of pineapple on pizza.
Yes.
Some people are for it, some people are against it. It's like, oh no,
Some people don't care.
Some people do not care. Thank
I
you.
don't
Dave.
care. I don't care.
Dave.
No, I don't care. The problem with pineapple on pizza is people don't know when to stop when they throw the damn things on.
Throw
A little bit is
it
okay.
It's
on.
their pizza. Let
There's
them
a-
do
It looks like it.
No.
People are heaped with the shit.
Okay, but here's the thing. Are you eating it? No. The person who put that amount of pineapple on their pizza is going to eat it. Let them eat it. Okay.
No, I
But
don't
this
mind
is-
other people's
this is
pizza.
my
No,
point.
the person
No,
making
okay.
it doesn't eat it.
But this is, well, yeah, if I'm making myself a pizza, I'm gonna fucking eat it.
Yes,
I'm
but
not
if
like,
you
you know what,
order
I'm
a
donating
pineapple
this.
pizza, they
I'm
making
asking
it,
for
you
extra
eat
pineapple
it.
because I don't care. I wanted the pizza, so I'm putting the pineapple on. But this is
Yeah.
where it gets weird. Okay. Have you ever tried grapes on your pizza?
No.
That would be good, though.
I recommend. I highly recommend it. It is actually better than pineapple on pizza. So this is where I came up with this thought. How brave are you when it comes to putting flavor in your food?
I've eaten some
everything.
strange pizza, but that's some.
Yeah, like would you put something weird?
Yes.
Like,
I've
for
had
example, okay,
figs in
so-
burrowos.
Banana and
in-
mayo on toast is amazing.
Yes, it is.
Figs in burrowos is good. Amazing.
yes, my God. Okay, Sian, you
I also
might
had a
need some help.
burrowos wrapped in a steak. That was
Everything else
also
sounds
very
like
good.
Well, that's Afrikaner lunch there.
Burrowos wrapped in steak. It was amazing.
Okay.
And now we will wrap the child around the carcass of the mother.
Wait, what did you say to me?
Okay. You might have some issues.
Oh,
What did you
why?
say? Banana, mayonnaise, and what is the other thing? The unwanted
On
soul of a
toast.
child?
Yeah,
On
banana on
toast.
toast is actually quite nice.
Just
banana
banana,
on
mayo
toast.
on toast.
Yeah. Okay, I won't put the mayo. I'll just put the banana.
No, you have to put the mayo.
It's good.
Okay, I'll try the
It's like
mayo
a sweet
then.
and sour thing.
Kinda like
Dude,
a
there's
soda.
one chick that I used to date. She used to have Fruit Loops in her mutton curry.
Ew.
What?
Yeah, Afrikaans people.
Okay.
Afrikaans people.
Hear me out. That actually sounds like a good idea.
What
Because
the
no,
fuck?
like,
But
you know
my
how you put
bananas
chutney-
and mayo doesn't sound good.
I said I'll try it. I didn't say didn't sound good.
Wade said it.
Wade
See what it
said
tastes
it
like.
doesn't sound good, but you can put fucking Cheerios and mutton curry.
It's like one of my friends used to have
So
biryani on bread.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
that
that's
I mean, the
normal.
bread is like a substitute
No,
for us, so it's basically curry and
That's like an improvised bunny chow there.
yes.
oh yeah.
Wade, you upset me.
So,
But rice and bread. But anyway, continue, Wade.
okay. So like to me, what you're eating is weird. Obviously, I think there's something wrong with you. But you, it's fine. How can you be okay with that and not be okay with like pineapple on pizza?
I'm fine with that.
Everybody has
Yeah, we eat pineapple on
I
pizza.
know, but
It's personal preference.
yeah, I
it's
mean, I
about
have
taste.
like I know someone that will literally put like put chips like McDonald's chips in ice cream and eat it.
Oh, it
Yes.
actually tastes
I do
nice.
that as well. It's
That tastes
amazing.
amazing, dude.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's
Chips and
normal.
ice
You're
cream.
all fucking psycho. No,
No, you should
Have
try
you
it.
tried it?
No, wait.
Wait,
Instead of chips and ice cream,
chips and milkshake.
yes, chips and milkshake. is
Chocolate
awesome.
milkshake.
Yeah, that is actually very good.
Have you tried
That's
it though,
good.
Wade?
Does McDonald's deliver here?
Yes.
No, you're
Yeah.
out of their delivery zone.
Oh, is it? Damn.
You're in Toti. It's a dead zone.
Yeah.
Okay, but you
It
have
is
to
a
try
dead
it
zone.
before you say no.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, fine.
just like any
I will
drug.
try it.
Just like any drug,
And
you gotta
that's-
try it before you say no.
No.
Exactly. So like
Thingy.
yeah,
Disclaimer. We do not approve of this message.
message. Repeat the message we do not approve of.
We do not
Whatever you
approve
think.
of trying any drug just once to see what happens.
Wade is not agreeing to that.
Well, his face agrees, so that's fine.
His face does not agree with you.
I can twist it
It does not
however
agree
I
with
want.
us.
I
Yeah,
am the
you're editing it,
editor.
it's fine. You're just gonna freeze and everything is like during those 30 seconds where everything went black. Wade agreed with everything I said.
Yes. And I am the editor, so I can do whatever I want.
And the weird thing is I just gave you the sound bites and now you're just gonna do it anyway.
Oh, I have many sound bites from you. Don't worry.
All of the sound bites.
I need like a file for it.
Purple.
Gray.
Wade takes over the stream.
Red.
Pink. Ah, beat you.
Yellow. Fuck.
Wade.
Yellow fuck.
Yellow.
Yellow fuck. Oh!
When it gets
Right.
to like weird stuff in food as well,
Mm.
have you had syrup and cheese in a fête cook before?
That was fucking
That's
weird. That was
delicious.
good.
That is actually amazing. Yes.
That
it's
is
sweet
amazing.
And salty. It
Yeah.
is sweet and salty.
I have to tell you guys, I haven't tasted it, so I don't know. I don't want to taste it, but one of my kids had a boiled egg,
Okay.
no
Mhm.
yolk, because he doesn't eat the yolk.
Okay.
So
I
boiled
don't like the
egg
yolk either. Yeah.
cut up with
Why would
peanut butter on bread.
That's interesting.
That's
yeah.
I don't know.
His
That's
face
complicated.
suggested otherwise.
Yeah. I was gonna say like, are there any living cats in his area? Or have they disappeared?
Well, in all fairness,
There's
in
some
all fairness, this is a 2-year-old, so the parent made this.
Hey.
3-year-old.
that makes it even more worrying.
Well,
Yeah,
they're
that makes it
brothers.
so much more
Okay,
worrying.
so there's brothers.
Huh?
There's a 2-year-old brother and a 3-year-old brother. The one is in my class. The one is 2 grades below. The 2 grades below one eats everything. My one was like, I was like, yeah, no, dude, I don't blame you. Do you want your yogurt? He's like, I was like, okay, have your yogurt. But I mean, if you think about it, a boiled egg, especially the white part, doesn't actually have any flavor to it.
No, it's more texture.
No, it doesn't. You have to add salt.
So if you put that with peanut butter, it shouldn't really make a difference.
It's just the texture will be really weird.
Yeah.
But if there's enough
I
peanut
actually
butter,
think-
it should mask that.
Yeah, I guess so.
No.
I
No,
actually think we need to all make something weird.
we need to try
And
this.
suggest it to other people.
So
We
the
should do
other
this when we
thing-
finally do like a group stream.
What have I eaten that weird?
So the other thing that I do that I don't think is weird at all, and I've been doing this like ever since I was a kid, but Cian thinks I'm really weird for doing it. But I make peanut butter snackwidges.
It's weird.
No, I put peanut butter on toast, so it's not weird.
No,
Yes.
toast is different to a snack wood.
How?
No,
It's the
but
same fucking
no,
thing.
no, it's the same thing.
No, you're
It's just it
basically
melts
like
the
if-
peanut butter. It actually tastes very nice.
It does.
You're basically like no on a snack wedge. You're
It's the
basically
same
frying.
thing.
You're frying
It's
the
the
sandwich.
same thing.
You're making a fried peanut butter sandwich.
Yeah, and it's
It's
amazing.
just weird.
Yeah, it's just the heat that melts the peanut butter.
Sandwich.
Wait. Have you put banana in it?
Oh no, but I'm gonna try that.
That I will have. Okay. Please look to your mobility devices.
I cannot.
Okay.
Show how sick you are.
She puts it on her own head.
What is that?
That is Holly's.
It's a doge.
It's a doke. Is that a
It's
doke?
not a Doge, it is the Hollies. The Hollies is
It is
cute.
the Hollies.
Yes.
The
She
Hollies is
put the
cute.
sleeping down sleeve on her own head.
This, do you know what? From my angle, this looks like one of those. What does this thing look like? Is it a puppy or is it a condor attacking someone?
No, it's my cute ass dog.
I really can't see it.
Was it alright?
Holly is
It's-
cute.
I'm sorry, like I legitimately can't see.
Look at your phone, Wade. Oh no, Wade's on Discord. Oh, using his phone.
Wade will have to wait till
Yeah.
after the.
Okay.
We'll have to wait.
Wade needs to get that neck.
Mine's twice
Oh wait, do you know your friends on Instagram now?
as a which one?
David Attenborough.
Oh
David
yes,
Attenborough is on Instagram.
Yes, he has Instagram
that is
now.
amazing.
Because he's
Wade's
That is
favorite person.
my
No,
favorite person on
David
earth.
I saw
Attenborough.
something on Instagram.
Listen, Cian's saying
David
that why
Attenborough.
wouldn't he be
I
on
want-
Instagram? And I'm
It's
like,
first.
he's above social media, right? He's
Yeah,
like,
he is
doesn't
above
require.
social media.
There's
This is the
there's
man.
us plebs here at the
But
bottom.
the people
No way.
need David Attenborough.
Yes, exactly.
So
We
he
need
will
him.
be on everything.
We need him. He doesn't need us. He doesn't need to interact with us. He doesn't need
But he
Twitter and
loves
Instagram.
us, so he puts himself there for us.
David Attenborough. I want David Attenborough to be my GPS voice.
Oh, that would be amazing. That's
Just
the
going
best
for it.
idea ever.
Of driving is like, and now here we on the left we have the native McDonald's. You will not always get the best service.
And if there's a notification for like a speed trap coming up, he can be like, in the bushes, if you look carefully, you have the wild policeman. He spends most of his days hiding in bushes taking photos of speeding cars. Let us watch him in action.
Through the wilderness plains of Glenwood,
To attract some
we see the
some
local wildlife
tiny toys to
screaming
attract a
at
mate.
each other.
Attract the mate. I didn't hear anything. Was like all gibberish and
Yeah,
then just
wait.
to attract a mate.
Your mic is a bit soft there.
My mic,
Yeah. All right, do it again. Now.
hear me
I don't
now.
know. I
Yeah,
don't
do it
know.
again. Do it again.
Driving through the plains of Glenwood, you'll see the local wildlife scurrying, looking for bags of cocaine.
What voice is that?
That's David Attenborough.
No, move it away a little bit.
Something is ringing
David
to our ears.
Fucking Attenborough, signing off.
No, you two like.
That's
No,
what he
there's too
sounds
much-
like because he's tired of everyone.
No,
He's tired. Yeah.
He's
no,
old.
he's
No,
very
that's
good
every
at
single
voices.
word he
That one was
says
not good.
comes out with his. Oh, fuck you.
Fuck you.
I'm a bad giving you critique.
Give me a critique. What the hell? You basically told me my David Attenborough is shit. That was my
No,
impression
no,
of David
you didn't
Attenborough.
now it was
Saying
good.
every word. No, every word David Attenborough says could be his last. So every breath he takes could be his last breath. Which is what it sounds
like this. Like he's trying to take a shit.
10 points to Gryffindor.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you sound like the original Dumbledore.
Yes, not David Attenborough.
Rest in peace.
Yeah,
Dumbledore.
May he rest in peace.
Take him out.
DC have upgraded, if you will, the titles of like Harley Quinn and Ivy from flat out villains, and Selena Kyle as well, Catwoman, as from villains in Batman's Rogue Gallery, more specifically to
So were they
anti-heroes,
Was
right? No, to anti-hero, right? So I want to preface: have the characters changed from villains to anti-heroes, or have we, as a society, because we live in a society, has our idea of what an evil act is changed so much over the decades that we see their actions more as an activist or an anti-hero type action?
were they ever really villains to begin with?
Yeah.
But in the story of Catwoman, she's always been a bit of an anti-hero because sometimes she's a bad guy and sometimes she helps Batman.
Yeah, okay, but that's
regardless of Batman.
yeah, no, but that's the point I'm making. So a more clear example of what I mean, or Sian means, I guess, is let's take Poison Ivy for instance, right? So she was always a plant-based villain, right? So which means yeah, no, wait. Don't get ahead of me. God damn it. I will stop. I'll turn this car around.
Okay,
no, wait.
see a difference.
Okay, no, let me just finish.
Mom and dad are fighting. Stop.
All right, let me. Okay, so she started off as a full-on villain, but she's plant-based, right? So the writers were forced to whatever her caper or whatever was had to be like growing plants, or like the plot around whatever she was trying to do was always like plant-based or like environmentally based, right?
She was
so
always trying
what
to
I'm
save
saying is
plants.
to like boomers or like an older
We're baby boomers.
no, we aren't. That's my point. Let me make my point. God damn it! I will. No, okay. So
This is Anthony
in
exploding.
like the 50s and 60s and it's not so much the 70s because then we were more into smoking the plants than saving them. But as a society, like
approve
someone
this
attacking any infrastructure with a plant is an evil act, right? So, but now in 2020, or even as like the 90s, where we were more eco, like our educational system and like adverts on TV and whatever were like save the environment. So we see it as we're fighting for the environment because of the way that we're just more environmentally conscious of like our carbon footprints and that type of stuff. But like back in the previous more older decades, like I said, the 50s and 60s, those people's ideals would just see it as an evil act because they weren't educated in that sense. So what I'm asking is, has Poison Ivy changed as a character from when she was introduced, or has our idea of her actions just changed? Your own topic.
I'm not. I'm entertaining while we listen to you.
I see.
Okay.
So Ivy did change over the years, as you said, that because
no, Ivy didn't change.
we changed actually more correctly. We view the things that she's done in the past. It was like, oh no, she's destroying jobs, or she's just trying to kill people to save the plants. And the more that we've become aware of our carbon footprint and how we are affecting environment, people are going, maybe she's got a point, stopping all these corporations from destroying the planet.
Yeah.
She didn't try to kill anybody.
Yes, she has.
She did kill a lot of people, actually.
It also depends on the company they keep in the comic book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the main thing.
So you can actually throw Poison Ivy in the same league as Swamp Thing because Poison Ivy just does
they
exactly
love
the
it.
same.
I mean, he's infatuated by her,
okay.
actually.
Okay, so like Swamp Thing is a good guy. Poison
Yes,
Ivy was regarded as a villain. They did the exact same thing.
Yeah. She was just
They can both be
misunderstood.
seen as anti-heroes because Swamp Thing also destroyed things. destroyed infrastructure to protect the
Where
swamp,
was
the
that?
green.
No.
Okay, Poison Ivy.
No,
did the
but
same
yeah, but
thing.
but
Just on
even
a
in the
bigger
series, he
scale.
wasn't portrayed as an
I
anti-hero.
thought he was a
Because-
villain. Sorry.
Swamp Thing.
No,
No,
Yeah.
but no, he wasn't. They humanized him.
Ivy, though, is, and that's the problem Batman has a lot of times a problem with. He understood as well that she's trying to save the environment, but a lot of times, like, I can't remember when he said it, but he pointed out to her, it's all the innocent people that gets caught up between her schemes and that she kills, releasing some plant that's releasing a gas or
But we could do with less
something.
people.
Yeah,
It's
we could.
debatable.
Yeah.
They'll still
Just
say it's
disclaimer, we
murder
do
when you
not
mass
support
kill a lot of
genocide.
people.
Yeah. Well, they wouldn't say it's murder. They'll say it's mass murder.
No.
Yeah, it's mass murder.
Genocide.
Genocide.
It's a really
Yeah.
big accident.
And that's where the problem with
Created
Ivy
by
was.
powers
Wasn't that
of
she was an eco-activist,
They got in the way.
is that she was someone that would do anything to get to her to get to her goal. And she's over the years she's become a bit lighter on that and not killing as many people or wrong people. She'll more go after now the corrupt CEO or somebody like that. And Batman, being the moral guy he still is, will still try and stop her because he has to save the people. He's the hero. It's his
Yeah.
job.
But then, so like what Wade was saying earlier, Swamp Thing does the same thing, but even from when his comic book first came out, he was the hero in those stories.
Yeah, I think it's they humanized him. That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Because if you look at early Poison Ivy,
was always
she
human
has no feelings whatsoever.
Yeah.
because she's a plant.
Well,
No, I mean-
Come on, she's a person.
She's a person, but she doesn't have any remorse.
Basically, chloroform running
She
through her
was
veins
a
now.
biologist.
Yeah, but she had like no remorse.
Yeah, and the reason she does like weird things is actually because she's a redhead. So that solved that.
Aren't you like half redhead?
No. Half redhead.
Mm.
No.
Yeah, you are a bit of a reddish brown. You are a bit of a reddish brown.
And you're pale as shit.
Red. I don't know.
He's
Someone
Irish.
said purple.
Exactly. He's
it's-
Irish, so he has redhead in him.
He does have a bit of red in him, even his
He
beard.
wants to have him in a redhead.
He has redhead in him, though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Love
I'd love
redheads.
to be in a redhead, to be honest.
Wade would like
I'll watch
this anime called Samurai Pizza Cats. He would love it.
I love Samurai Pizza Cats, bro. Oh my god. The thing is the shit. Do you know, like in that entire series, they reference the whole fact that they have no idea what is happening. And
Yes.
they made up like every single dialogue in the entire thing. And they did it for 2 seasons. The first one, they were like, you know what, we're just going to say whatever the hell we want. This is not going to make any sense. And they were renewed for a second season.
Wait, isn't there a game you wanted to pitch at us?
Which one? There's so
Genshin
many
Impact.
right now. Genshin Impact.
Like-
Thank you for the segue. Genshin Impact is actually pretty fucking cool. It's available on mobile, PC, and PS4. The shit, like, you can play it on all of these. Now, PC and mobile, you can actually link your games together. So the same one you play on PC, you can play on your mobile.
Oh,
But
so it's cross that.
PlayStation decided to fuck everyone over, and you can only play the PlayStation one on the fucking PlayStation, which is okay, because that's what I'm playing on, and I don't play at work anyway. But this game is pretty cool. It's like Breath of the Wild, like pretty cool, but more like it's like mobile Breath of the Wild. It is
Just
so you
yeah, it's mixed though, right?
what? No, it's like literally like you run around like you're like a little fairy, like not really a fairy guy, but
So Wade wants to be a fairy. Okay.
I do. Jalen.
Genshin Impact. Hashtag not sponsored,
Genshin.
but we won't say no.
Yeah, it is. Like within the first few days of this game being released, okay, the company made $100 million. They recouped all of their development funds in making this game, and they are now making a profit after a week of it being released.
It's free. Is it free to play?
Yes. Oh, well,
It is free to play.
on
You
Android.
can subscribe to the. Yes, it's free to play on everything. So it's free to download on literally everything. Now the thing is, like, you can purchase like in-game currency if you want to. You do not need to. Okay.
Yeah, that's awesome.
You don't. You don't need to do anything. If anything, it's a waste of money trying to, because just by doing the little grindy missions, and there are a lot of grindy missions, and so fun.
Okay. Can I ask?
Like, you can max out the game, and there's plans for them to add extras.
Is that
Yes, that's the one.
Yes,
Okay.
that is the one.
No, I saw the advert for that one.
Is that
COVID cough.
Downloading on the PS4.
Wait.
PS4, yes. It's not available on Xbox, by the way. So I just want to say these guys are champions doing that.
Sienna asks, is the art style the same in the game as it is in the in the thumbnails?
It is. It is actually. It is very close to that.
Okay.
Like, there's a video of the game. Like, you know the trailer video they use, like,
Yeah.
of gameplay. That is actual gameplay. It is just super. It is so good. It is so good.
So I don't like when they have like this really cool like art style as a like thumbnail, like random pictures, and then when you play the game,
No,
that's not even in the game.
No, it's like everything is there. It's like if you've played Zelda's Breath of the Wild, then it's literally like that same art style.
I've wanted to, but I haven't played.
It's also like
It's like borderline cell shading, but better.
It's like gardenscapes.
What did you say?
I was saying, like, if you see the gardenscapes adverts on like Facebook or Instagram or whatever, it looks like this pretty cool.
Oh, that bullshit.
Yeah, it looks like this pretty cool like puzzle solving game. But then when you download and play it, it's like a real time strategy gardening fucking game.
Yay!
Is it a bubble game though, like Candy Crush?
Yeah, so you have to like
Farming simulator, yeah.
flowers match, and then you get this, and 5 flowers makes this, and that crap. That's what it is now.
Oh, so it's completely changed
Yeah.
again to being like Candy Crush, and that's crazy.
The only like mobile games I play is like things that are like anime based or based on like stupid shit cartoons that I've watched. Like there's a Beyblade game. I'm playing a Beyblade game. Like, I fucking love Yu-Gi-Oh! There's a Yu-Gi-Oh! Game I've been playing for literally 7 years, and I've got like 5,000 something cards. Like, I have all of them. I have all of them. It's like, I legitimately do online games, and I take people out. Like, fucking love Yu-Gi-Oh! I've got Digimon game as well.
When Wade started this thing, and he was like, the only games I play on Android, I thought he was going to list all of them. He's going to be like, I have Pokemon Go, I have the Wizards, I have... David's like, fuck this shit. He's gone to go fetch his... Oh,
I was going to say, he went all the way to your house and stole Harley.
Right? Casey looks a lot like Harley.
He looks like a cross.
That would have been
So cute.
Why is he wearing a
Wait, do you remember
harness?
that?
Don't you?
He just came back from a walk.
Do you guys remember? Do you remember like early KTV days? There was a show called Wishbone, or am I showing my age?
I got that weird mushroom thing.
Wishbone?
Yeah,
open your...
No, I gotta catch that.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on.
Gotta catch it.
Yeah, there's a Vulpix here. Yo, I got a shiny Charizard today.
Oh, go to hell.
I got a shiny Growlithe the other day.
Nice.
What does a shiny Growlithe look like?
Team
The
Rocket.
white thing.
It looks like a normal Growlithe. Just like, it looks worse actually.
What?
When they make something shiny, sometimes they just make it worse.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought shiny Growlithe was the white tiger, but it's not. He's like an off yellow.
Like Charmander.
Yeah.
Like normal.
Oh, but then what's his evolution? Because Charmander Charizard looks cool.
I know Arcanine's also same thing.
Yeah. Arcanine looks like he's like COVID-y. Like he's lost all his color. Like given up on life. He's got a bit of twinkle, but you know that's just the medication.
He's given up on life.
It's those last dying moments.
Yeah, after each attack, he's just like 9. So he's basically German, saying he's given up on life. Nein. Nein.
I really don't want that
Philly,
fucking frog thing.
Arcanine, I want you to attack the innocents. Nein.
Voice is
Nein.
horrible.
All Arcanines German.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
No, it's the perfect language for an Arcanine.
Yeah.
We see everything, whatever I see in my path, I would turn to ash. Yeah.
Is that Austrian?
No,
More
it's
than German?
No, it's like that's a specific type of German. He's like almost Dutch though.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
that's what I was looking for.
Yeah, there's campy German, and then you get like Arnold Schwarzenegger Austrian. Like it goes from one end to the other. Like,
Didn't you want to talk about him being the only one who has that accent?
Yes. Let's talk about that. Let's jump on this little factoid that is Arnold Schwarzenegger and his amazing vocal skills. Okay, so like Arnold Schwarzenegger's accent. Like, have you ever heard anyone else talking with that accent? Like from
because
in all fairness, I haven't heard anyone talking your accent.
The last 2 days, I've been helping an Austrian customer, and he sounds nothing like that. He sounds German. So I was like, "Are you from Germany?" He's like, "No, I'm Austrian." I'm like, "Well, you don't sound Austrian." He's like, "Yeah, I know I don't sound like Arnold Schwarzenegger, but not all of us sound like that."
Yeah.
Wasn't it a mixture of that and American?
No,
I
Schwarzenegger
think
always sound like that. But could you imagine how
areas
awkward?
in Austria talks a little bit different.
Could you imagine how awkward Barnes' conversation with that customer would have been if he was like, "Oh, you sound really German. Are you from Germany?" He's like, "No, I'm Polish." And then Barnes just like, "I'm sorry."
We're all Polish.
That was the first country they invaded.
That's the first country they invaded.
Knock, knock. Who's there? Hello, Poland. We are come to visit for a little bit. Would you like to join us? You have no choice. Oh, welcome to the coalition, bitches.
Way too impossible.
We're gonna get some flag for this one, though.
We have not enough traction. Don't even worry about it.
Yeah. Okay. So here's the other thing. So Arnold Schwarzenegger was an actual like tank commander in the Austrian army. Okay. So when he was speaking, like, okay, so now did he have that accent while he was there? Which means he
didn't he come to America at the age of 19?
No,
I don't care. Like he was a bodybuilder, but he was still a tank commander in the Austrian army.
He did
Like,
both.
remember, like
yeah.
back then, no, like because he's super Austrian. He was like, by the time I am 14, I will already be a man. So he was doing shit way before us. It was like, I will see that tank. Everyone, this is a chopper. Get into the chopper. All before the ripe old age of 19. So, and then he started saying this shit in movies. So it was basically something he was already saying just now in movies.
Can you just? I'm gonna paint a picture for you, all right? There's Arnold Schwarzenegger. Okay. It's like
okay, hold on, I'm there.
5 a.m. It's like some snowy Alp in Austria, and he's about to, and his troops are all coming out to do their morning exercise routine, right? How do you think he greets them?
Okay. Good morning, motherfuckers. Who wants bacon? Yeah. Okay, no, that's too German.
He was living because like you said, he was saying, "Get into the chopper." He also would greet his army lieutenants in the mornings if it was cold. Nice to meet you.
Are you serious?
No, I'm fucking serious. No, I'm fucking serious.
I hope you had an ice night. It is nice to see you.
That movie has basically fun.
That'd be true.
They are trying to take away my command for me. Yeah. No, see, I do a better campy German accent. Like there's this one actor, Falula. Have you seen Falula?
No.
Yeah, Falula. Like he's like, if you think about what is like, I don't know how to describe it without probably getting sued. But like a gay German. Okay, so like that is like it's the most stereotypical, like to me, gay German voice. Like, oh hello, yeah, like this is me, Falula.
Has he been in anything we would know?
Yeah, he was in like all right, he was in Pitch Perfect 2 as the German. Or it might have been like it was Pitch Perfect 2 because
One of the
Pitch Perfect number
dancers.
3 was when they went that. No, he was like a member of the German team. Like
Oh
it was
yes,
like,
yes.
we are
what's
the
his
German
name?
sound
Totally.
machine and we are here to make
Falula.
music. Yeah, Falula. Just Falula.
Okay, let's look at Falula.
Falula.
Are we allowed to show
Yeah.
pictures of Falula?
I don't know.
I don't
People
know.
on
It's probably
YouTube.
like
Are
should
we
we just
allowed to show
hashtag
pictures of
Falula?
So if it gets taken down, at least we know.
Fair?
It probably is.
La.
Hashtag shouted to Falula.
Yeah.
Falula Borg.
That's the one, yeah. You must listen to his stuff. It's
I
quite
spelled
amazing.
it.
It's very insightful.
That's not what I was picturing.
No, I don't know this man.
What are you
Yeah,
guys
Wolf.
doing? Stop playing Pokemon Go while we.
No, I was
No,
Googling
it's
the
fucking
guy.
Falula. I've done that
Falula.
finish.
Yeah, Falula Borg, yeah.
Please.
That is what he is. Und that is who he is. He is a man. He is German.
This is German.
He's really German.
Yeah.
Yeah, you must watch some of his videos. You'll understand. Like, this is like when I
Erlangen.
think German. This is the voice like I hear when I think of German.
So I wanted to talk about like simps, but not simps as a whole, but like the special kind of simp that like I'm the nice guy. I'm not like every other guy, and like then hey
You owe me stuff.
yeah, and then turns around like you owe me stuff, whatever. Like when they like message a girl like 3 mornings in a row, hey beautiful, and then she never replies, like fucking bitch, or
Yeah, that's like it sounds like Simpzilla
yeah,
or Simple and Hide. Yeah, it's Simple and Hide. You
But-
start him as a nice guy, and then all of a sudden it's
yeah. It's a Simzilla. That's what it was.
It sounds
Yeah,
like he was
it's
saying Gollum
Simpzilla.
wrong.
Colin wrong.
no.
See? It sounds similar.
Wakes up every morning. It's like, oh my precious, my
I mean,
precious.
technically,
Because he was Jack on
I
Hyde.
mean, technically, Gollum was a simp for that ring.
Yes.
Yeah, he was. He was simping for that thing.
He was definitely, because that ring definitely brought down
He had split personality
Brought Lord of the
disorder.
Rings into this.
Yeah, exactly. That actually goes towards your point. Is like you get nice simp, and then you get aggressive simp.
Yes.
It's like, so like,
Yeah. Because not all
Dr.
boys
Simp
are
and
the
Mr.
same.
Hyde. Yeah, and not all boys are simps. Remember, you get girl simps as well. Okay, so like what is your
Be
definition
gone.
of simp is basically like someone who does is overly nice to someone
To get
for
something.
whatever. Okay,
Yeah.
so exactly. A thought is not overly nice to anyone. If
Well, I
everything,
guess so.
they don't really give a shit.
So it's the
So a
opposite.
thought is not a simp.
Yeah,
Exactly.
so
a thought is just doing.
How do they get anything by being
a thought is to a simp what a senpai is to me.
Why?
Because
Why
the
would you
thought
do that?
has simps.
Yes, why?
Yeah.
But why
Notice
on
me,
other
senpai.
on either end?
Because, I mean, they could be guy thoughts.
No, I mean why be a thought or a simp?
Oh, well, I mean, nobody,
Or have that
your father didn't love you as a child. So,
So you have
now
to be
you-
mean?
No, well, no, for both of them.
Well, predominantly,
Yeah.
okay, so like
I'm
thoughts are
betting-
basically out there for attention, and a lot of the time they're just out there to make money through their thoughtness. So it is
Yeah.
basically an attention. Like to me, my understanding, like I stand to be completely corrected in this, but
Because that
a
just sounds
thought
like
is
every
just
girl on
looking for
Instagram or
attention.
whatever.
Well, exactly.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, but like it doesn't like it depends on your intention on what you're posting. Someone who deliberately posts something to be provocative or to get attention is a thought. Someone who's just posting something because they just don't give a shit is like you're not a thought. But where do you draw that line?
Yeah.
I mean, you get some people like literally post pictures of like I'm gonna use the girl one, but girls post pictures in bikinis saying like just me being me. It's like, but if you're trying to be natural, why the fuck is the light in that specific angle, and why are you like photoshopping everything? Fuck. Okay, you're looking for attention.
Yeah.
But then at the same point, sometimes they get like aggressive on certain attention, like warranted. A lot of it is very aggressive and completely unwanted. But in the same thing as like you're getting the attention you wanted, but you just don't want that attention.
To that level. Okay, but so this actually brings up a point I wanted to bring up. So, a lot of the thing I actually wanted to say was that you get the special type of simp that almost like they use it as a label to hide their toxic masculinity. I think would be the label to put into it, but like they're like more predatory behavior. So if a girl is a thought or like a cam model or whatever, like you said, yeah, sure, there is a certain type of like dirty talk or whatever that might happen, but at the same time, it doesn't mean that she should just deal with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, no one should agree like should deal with shit like that.
Yeah.
But
There shouldn't be.
But it does kind of like there should be like a code, basically. Like there's like a certain mannerism like you need to approach.
Yeah.
Okay, like it's a bit like in situations like that. Then you get some people like who go completely, I voted for Trump aggressive.
Yeah.
Like, oh god, yeah.
Nobody was going to talk about them.
Because I mean, I have a friend who it recently happened to. She has, or she had. Her page actually got taken down today, but she has a foot fetish page, and then a normal Instagram account. Well, normal, and then like OnlyFans, and she used to do camming, but I don't think she does anymore. And she posted a thing the other day saying like, listen, I know my page is there for sexual reasons, but sometimes you guys say the most vile and disgusting things to me. Just remember I am a person. And some dude like jumped at her and was like, well, you should just understand that a lot of these guys are sex deprived and that just comes with the territory. And I'm like, no, it doesn't. Like, there is no good excuse.
Respect at the same time.
Yeah, you don't. There's no excuse for like being derogatory or disgusting towards someone just because you're sex deprived or whatever the fuck your excuse is. There isn't one. There isn't an excuse for it.
Yeah, I agree.
Did we lose someone?
Maybe, but he'll come back.
Eventually.
But Byron, what do you say?
Is it me?
No,
Did I disappear? No.
No, you fine.
I'm the
falling.
least qualified person to talk about people like that. You know me, I don't judge people by first glances anyway.
None of us do.
Yeah, no, obviously not. But that's not what we're saying. We're not saying you should judge judge the simps. Damn it. But no, like mutual
I think
respect.
a lot of people have psychological issues that they channel in the wrong way. But how do you show someone that they're wrong when they don't believe they're wrong? You're talking about this. You're talking about this predatory behavior, right? So that clearly would stem from some issue somewhere.
Yeah.
Or girls that want attention. Yeah, people are. You know me. I'm not a people person. They are vile. So unfortunately, it's not good that it comes with the territory, like what happened to your friend. But you're gonna get people like that because people are people. They're bastards covered and bastard covering. You know that for years now.
I feel like the more we openly talk about this stuff happening and saying, like, openly and loudly and clearly, like, this is not acceptable, right?
Yeah.
We as a society should stand up and be like, this is not cool, this is not acceptable. Just because the girl has a page on Pornhub or whatever doesn't mean you get to dehumanize her. And it comes with it comes with the territory now, but the more we talk about it and say that this is not cool, the less it comes with the territory.
Yes,
because
but the
more
problem
people
is
understand it.
this is the main problem with online is there is no control over it. This is no longer a concept of freedom of speech. If we look at other subjects as well, how people will be extremely racist or like there's no control over it. And I think and the problem is we can't ask governments to control these things or anybody to control these things because then you're blocking their freedom of speech.
Yeah.
And it's sad to say just deal with it, but I think you as a user need to block out these people. If she has control over her page, I would ban these people permanently from a page.
Yeah, so obviously there's steps are taken and whatever, but and that's where the current situation is. But I feel like we can work towards improving it. Like if society is because like let's be honest, South Africa specifically is one of the more countries that like if you talk about porn, like everyone was like, oh. But like we all watch porn. Let's just be fucking honest. Like don't lie about it. Like and I have some friends that are just like I don't watch porn like ever, and I'm like, if you don't, then that's fine, but I don't fucking believe you. I just don't.
No, I believe there is people, probably people with either very high values or over high values, or how can I say people strong in their beliefs.
Yeah, but
you know how some of the Christian beliefs are, but you can't also say okay you're lying because you really wouldn't know. No,
especially in stricter religions. 100%.
Yeah.
So the more stricter religions, the more they watch porn and the more they lie about it. It's
that's the other thing. It doesn't help you lie about it.
So, but that's my point. Is we shouldn't have this like, oh, you can't like say you watch porn or whatever. You should be like, no, fucking of course you watch porn, and we need to talk about it. We need to talk about these uncomfortable situations. But and the more we talk about it, the more there's an understanding in the greater society, and the more it'll get better. If like I said, if we as a whole stand up and be like, you don't talk to any woman this way, like if she's a doctor or a presidential candidate or a porn star, it doesn't matter. She still has
about
her rights
the lack
to
of moral values we have these days. And it really is become a problem for anybody, for everywhere. If you look at the worldwide, morality is a vague concept these days for us, which it shouldn't be. Yes, in the old days, we used to ostracize anybody that was different or did something
old days. Cool. Are you talking about yesterday?
No, now it's actually a lot better. But think of for instance, the 30s and the 40s. What would have happened to those people?
What would have happened to us five?
Died of asbestos.
We would definitely be shunned by our families.
Yeah, but you know how that changed is by people talking about it, bringing it to the public's attention, and be like, "This is wrong. This is not acceptable." And through through people talking about it and coming together, it led to protests and some riots or eventually. But that's how change happened. That's how the people that thought that way, they might. It's kind of like what we were talking about earlier with the anti-hero thing. Is did they become anti-heroes, or is our idea of what a good or evil person or whatever is has changed? And it's the same thing here. The old person that lived through the 60 riot the race riots in the 60s in America, he's still racist today. But he has learned that he can't just say the things he used to say, because he understands that as a societal norm it's wrong over the years. But he still has his beliefs, because you're not going to change those beliefs. But we do need to talk about it so that in the future it's not such a weird subject to bring up. and people can know what's wrong and right.
But I think we are getting better in certain points of, especially the concept of talking about sex. Still, some countries still view it, like South Africa, as very conservative about it.
Yeah.
I would say, but I think things like AIDS has really changed that as well. Unfortunately, because now we're forced to talk about it in school. It's a subject that has to be mentioned. But what I think they want to do also, what I've read is why a lot of groups don't push for pornography is they they give false images of what to expect in a relationship. And the one sex guru said she doesn't condemn porn, but what really goes wrong is men expect women to do these things, and women are not always willing to do these things. And it's about give and take. Your relationship has to be it's a mutual agreement between the two of you.
Yeah,
what is comfortable
exactly.
for each other.
Exactly.
And it is about respecting your partner, and that's where a lot of the groups that is against the porn industry actually wins ground, because a lot of the men on there or women don't respect the woman's rights. So they say the whole industry is toxic. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, so okay, you brought up two things. I'm gonna try and do both of them, but I might forget. But that was my main point as well. That it does, like, if and I did write an article, and if you want to read it, it's on my Patreon page. Go to Patreon. It's free. You can just read it. But it is about like how if you go to Pornhub, it is these like disrespect towards the lady in the videos. And I feel like, as the average guy, that's not what I want to see when I go and watch porn. So I end up going more towards like cam models who's in control of their own situation, or like female produced porn, because it's more like it's more realistic and believable. Because like some of the situations in porn is weird. Like, oh, the guy's creeping through your window, so she invites him into her room. Yeah, sure, okay, but yeah, but that's okay. But that's different. That's a different. That's not what I wanted to talk about. But what you were saying is like the religious groups push against it because the unrealistic thing. I can't fuck that up. What was the other thing you said? I can't remember now. Oh yeah, so if we talk about it and whatever, the consumers act in a specific way, the industry will realize that that's not what we want to see and that's not what we want to consume. Or so the conversation helps. If you talk openly about it, then it will become better in the long run, where you won't have the disrespect to women, or women doing unrealistic things, or people expecting unrealistic things, because the industry will adapt to where the money goes, because it always will. And if you consume porn in that way, and if you talk about it and things, it causes a more societal discussion, which does affect change eventually.
Yeah, but the concept of trolls has also become really a bad thing. People just do things to get attention. Well, if you can't be famous, be infamous.
Yeah.
And so you're always going to get those people. It's a difficult subject. Like I said,
there will always be an asshole.
Especially in porn.
Yes. Sometimes several.
Wrong time, Anthony.
Sometimes several hours.
But
life is like porn. There are ups, there are downs. Sometimes there's shit everywhere, but you're just gonna plow through it.
I don't know what you watch. Gee.
No kink shaming.
So guess this is a weird one. Yeah, so like everything's weird. Fuck it. Like when I'm watching porn, okay, it's like I know it's a fucking fantasy. Okay, I know this shit isn't real. Okay, it's like watching. It's like you don't watch Days of Our Lives and think like, oh my god, why is he marrying his second cousin twice removed that came back as a ghost?
Yeah.
Like, I know it's bullshit. Okay, just like watching porn. Right? Like I know that the alien is not going to randomly pop up and start going down on the predator. Do not king shame me. Right? It's like I know this shit is just fake. Okay.
Yeah.
So like the people that comment like all this bullshit stuff. Okay. At what point does reality blur from fantasy? Like is it like
It's not
they make these comments
reality
because
that
they
blur from
cannot?
fantasy, I think. It's
Yeah.
more of most people or a lot of people can't separate the two.
It's a
If you go look at a
distorted
lot
point
of
view,
actors
yeah, that's the
and a
thing.
lot of soap actors, because I remember seeing a lot of actors that played the bad guys always, right? I read an article about it a long time ago. But she says people would walk up to her and swear her
Yeah.
physically because they can't separate what's fictional and what's real, and that's
Yeah.
the problem. It's you have to remember we have as smart people, as many smart people there is, there's 10 times more dumb people, and it's unfair.
I don't think it's a thing of
As-
smart or dumb though, because that's
Remember, like
yeah, it's more of a I don't know, it's like a moral thing almost, because like we were saying earlier, like with the segregation and stuff as well. It's you grow up in a house that's telling you that this is wrong, but if people could speak about it openly and honestly, then the kid that might grow up in the house that his parents say, oh, this is terrible or wrong or evil, whatever, might go to a friend's house and overhear a more positive conversation. And as they grow up, they'll start questioning what they know, and that's where the change comes in.
yeah.
But what I
It's
actually
like
wanted
your
to bring
morals.
up earlier is
Like,
Barnes
are
was
your-
saying that people struggle with relationships or whatever. And I was like, that's exactly it, though. When you're communicating to this online person for whatever reason, if it's sliding her DMs or because she's a cam girl and you're interested in services or whatever, it's a relationship. And that's where people draw the line. I think they lose track of it. It's like, oh, this is a nothing thing. This is an outlet, but it's not. It's a relationship with another person. And
you have to remember,
if you were in a real, because if we go with the more just an easier thing, like if it's a cam girl, most cam girls' bread and butter is like the girlfriend experience, which is like obviously a fantasy, but I think it's well done enough so that it's a blurred line so that you can somewhat believe she's your girlfriend, because why else would you then spend hundreds of dollars on this girl?
It's like I would never be able to wrap my head around that.
But if you're
Like,
in a
because,
real relationship, you wouldn't say
Yeah.
to your wife, "Oh, suck my dick or I'll choke you out" or whatever. It's not something you just say. Or it is,
Well,
but
some
you've
of it,
discussed
yeah.
it beforehand, and she was like, "It's okay." But just because the girl's on the internet, it's like, "Oh, well, this means nothing," and that's bullshit.
Yeah, but that's the thing. The thing is, some people don't move that concept from separate the two from each other.
Yeah.
One will start acting on his behavior that he has on internet and will carry it over in real life.
Yeah,
You
but
know,
that just
Afrikaans, we have a
cycles.
saying, as je hart van vol is, loop die mond van oor.
Okay.
And and it means what's in your heart will eventually spill out on your mouth. And this is the same concept. These guys, if they can say these things online, when do they draw the line of saying it to their wives?
Well,
And a lot of them carry it over to their families.
yeah.
A lot of them also use it as an outlet, unfortunately, and they
Yeah.
take it out on someone else, which again, like, is not right. So it shouldn't be condoned, but it's like it's their outlet.
And that's
It's
where I
their
believe
killing
if,
kittens in the
if
neighborhood.
you can't
essentially.
control yourself in a certain area, and this is the truth, guys, if you can't control yourself, then stop. Walk away.
Yeah, but
Because
that's easier said than done.
it is easier said than done. But recognizing you have a problem in the first place is the first step.
But
yeah,
I mean,
and that's
Always.
extremely hard for a lot of people.
yeah, that's addiction.
But-
That's every addiction ever. That's
But-
alcoholism.
but-
That's being
But
addicted to
that,
drugs.
that it is. But if you think about it, if they start with something like that and it's easy to do, and he keeps doing it, it'll continue into it'll spill over into his real life, like everything else, like addiction does.
I don't think the personality trait that you're talking about carries over. I think the person you're talking about that is in an online relationship with a cam girl or an influencer or whatever, right, is the same guy that's drunk and slurs at his wife. Because the personality trait you're talking about is an introvert that doesn't have real life relationships and maybe not through any fault of their own, or maybe it's like that's weird. But what I'm saying is that they have online relationships because they struggle to do it in the real life, so they'll be more introverted. Where the other person that you're talking about that yells at his wife and slurs at his wife is a more like blue collar, hardworking, more I wouldn't say extroverted necessarily, but a more extroverted personality type to the thing. So I think people that are mean online might be mean and loud in real life as well, but more than likely they don't have a real life outlet, and that's why they push their voices out. Like, think about it, right? Let's take the current election in America for an example. Trump supporters and Biden supporters will say vile shit to each other over Twitter with no remorse or any thought of there's a human being on the other side of the screen. But put those people around a dinner table and see what they say to each other, because I guarantee you it would not be to the levels that they're willing to go on Twitter. No way.
I'm pretty sure the Trump supporters will give a big fuck you and do whatever, because like I have seen some of this shit that they have like, oh, I've seen both sides. Like it's
But
literally like,
that's but
Try
that,
to support
go on
them as
CNN.
well.
but Trump supporters are as loud and as crazy in real life as they are now because they've had 4 years of a fucking president telling them it's okay. That's
Yes.
a different argument
Republican-
altogether
see,
from when
here's
we
the thing.
started. But that's why they got the
extreme, like,
confidence
yeah.
feed from their leader, essentially, saying that, yeah, sure, go out and be a fucking complete dickhead. And if anyone says you're wrong, just tell them, oh, that's a lie. Fuck you. Yeah, that's horseshit.
But again, it's the concept of people no longer know what's the truth and what's a lie. Yeah?
No, it's them.
Or what's more like what's the truth and what's
something.
fantasy.
Like,
I don't.
no, it's like their point of view is like to most people is skewed. To them, it's the right point of view, and
Yes.
the sheer fact that there are other people with the exact same fucked up point of view leads them to think, okay, I am right because I am not alone.
Correct.
And unfortunately, that is what Trump did.
Yeah.
He said he made a lot of crazy shit in the craziest fucking country on earth. And he was once quoted as even saying, like, this was like legitimately, this was a few years ago, like a long fucking time ago. He actually said and it was like on one of these talk shows, if he ever had to run for president of America, he would run as a Republican because those people will believe any fucking thing that they are told.
Okay.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, he ran
Yes.
as Republican, and he basically proved a point that like if you appeal to fucked up people's natures, and there are a lot of fucked up people, they will believe that they are not alone and that they are listened to, and they will follow that because they are now no longer crazy. They have been validated in their point of view, and follow the lemming over the cliff.
People are bastards with bastard filling.
Yeah, but that's what I wanted to say though, is it's not about smart or dumb or wrong or right. What's true and what's a lie. It's more about what's true and what I want to be true. What truth or story out there aligns with my story's perspective, like what I want it to be, and that's what people go after, and that's a big issue as well. But I feel like we've strayed very far from our original topic, but it's awesome. So yeah, the the problem is that people do struggle with what's real and what's fake, but they also use, like Wade was saying, the effect of, oh well, other people say it's okay, and that's also my point, is if we talk openly and honestly about even difficult things like porn, it's harder for those people to be like, oh well, that person says okay, if every other normal person is like, it's fucking not. You know what I mean? And then it will become less. Yeah.
As the great Agent K once said from Men in Black 1, a person is intelligent. People are stupid,
Yes.
panicky, and will believe anything they hear.
Yeah. So with
No.
that, if you didn't know,
Panicky and dangerous was actually his word.
so if you didn't know,
I don't care.
this was Bonfire Debates.
Point is made.
I was your host, Anthony Cusack, and to my left is Sian, my beautiful wife. To her left is Wade Patty. Above us is Dalen Maestri. And we have the Lagoon Creature Baron Stradle. Please like, share, and subscribe to this video. Share it more than anything. That helps us the most at the moment. And if you want, our Patreon's in the description. Thank you.
Yeah. I will send pictures of feet. And remember, grapes belong on pizza.